asked you to do before? I beg, I think I'll beg you. I need peace for this house. What you thought, according to you, you don't do.
Sure, this is not going to tell me Otito, it's your very nose happy. This not going to tell me this one now. Eh? I think you're sure I'm not do again. Which can't see me this one?
I just keep quiet. I just keep quiet. No, maybe you don't that long, no. I follow you long, no, babe. What if you want this guy shout now? So what does you want to say? I beg, I think I'll beg you. Who is that? I'm saying, I'm scared of my ear. What if that one? Don't tell you finish.
Listen, you look me finish. Let me shout at mosquito. Me, I do the shout at mosquito.
Sorry, I'm not put away. I'm not put away for you. You know what I'm saying? Glass cup. Also, figure long I figure the shop that long like that's what tomorrow one day.
Hello.
You know like your two baby. I just organize them. What is that?
How are you doing?
Today. I'm tired.
I mean, the top shabby. No, I mean, get up there, Abby.
You know what? I can't remember what happened. No, no, I said, you don't see him. You don't see this one. Why are you in the shop of this house?
I mean, right there, Winnie.
Now you.
I mean, I do one. They follow.
I'm not Nigerian, but I'm watching a Nigerian movie. I'm from all over the world.
Okay, guys.
All over the world. I'm African
Can help you
at heart, West Africa.
Completion professionally.
Yep,
It
1 minute.
determination to perform the task. Characterized by steady, earnest, and energetic efforts. Settling and into your goals.
Family is
Establishing a
sleeping.
schedule,
I don't know
managing
what's
time
up with him. He does what he wants to do.
and learning continuously.
Does what he wants to do.
These are more a reminder for all.
That's what I see from him from month to month. So,
Georgina Chinemelu,
and I'm not the only one suffering it, you know.
your
So
job
many
specification
content
here
creators are
is
suffering the same fate.
entails a lot. You must stick to the manuals, rules, and regulations. Do not let. I repeat,
Some folks
do not
first. You don't have any clean towels. I guess he likes pages like that. He doesn't like family content. Maybe eventually he would, but I don't have time for noise making. That's what he likes. I don't have time for that.
Somebody should wake me up. Somebody should wake me from this dream. Come on.
The first love is to meet you and to remind you that it's not a dream. The second slap is substitute your brain. So listen up. It's me, your person.
There's nothing special about me.
I personally handed over the keys of this house to you. You go to the police house
Nothing special about
This is
me
your
at all.
person. And to the people that work with you. Forgive me. Make yourself the leader of this house. And you know, you went into the master's bedroom, took a jewel, bought 700 million naira, and sold it for a top price. Just to live up to the life. Jim, 740. You should count yourself lucky. Because he gave you an option of working with you as a special.
I don't know. I go online and I just pick a movie. This one, when the movie's done, another movie just starts. I don't even know what movie is playing. But
If I were you, I should not think otherwise.
because when I'm doing one thing, I either drop it to go do another one while I'm dealing with the baby. So
If you're being honest, you know how heavily connected this family
can't
is.
patronize you.
Just change for life.
Told you. What do you want me to take pictures for? Can't patronize you. I don't just take pictures to take pictures, my dear. I'm sorry. You hardly see me post pictures.
Oh, I was on that one. Not to disclose anything until
And I don't do a lot of AI.
It's been my own boy.
You know, a lot of AI,
I cannot betray you.
AI touch up pictures, all that stuff. I'm not into all that.
I know the life you've always wanted.
I'm not into all that.
Getting married to a rich man and live ever after. Who knows?
When I take pictures, I take
Searching for his wife.
just regular pictures and I post them.
Do the work that brought you in your position.
Good day to you as well.
That reminds me. I regretted that back in your son last time.
Just take regular pictures and post of me, my family. No touch up, anything like that.
You said,
I'm sorry. It's 11 o'clock my time. I do hope that you find someone who is into those sort of things and you're able to patronize you.
The rules and the regulations. To not relent. Repeat. To not relent.
Some of these clothes are still damp. This is crazy. This is not dry. It's still damp. I have to hang it on my dining room table for it to dry. She's at work. I'm the only one up right now. She's at work. So this is still damp. I'm not gonna fold it. I'm just gonna hang it on the dining room chairs so it can dry. Brandon just broke the light in the basement, so I don't want to go downstairs right now. I don't know. Seems every time he takes clothes out, it's still a little damp. I'm doing good. No, I'm not going to the basement in the dark. Guess you can say I'm scared of the dark. Boogeyman or no boogeyman, I'm not going down there.
I am the closest. I am the one you trusted, so why can't I go as close to you? Besides, your wing is our wing. Okay, so it's nothing.
It's too damn. Oh, I hate when they pull my clothes out the dryer and get still damp. They're just too black. Black is beautiful. Thank you for the compliment.
it's just insist.
I am stubborn. Give me something on your neutral, I won't take it. Right now, it's just the 20% for me. No?
Say yes too much.
You're not racist.
I will try to.
I never said you were racist. You said I'm just too black, and I said black was beautiful. No race is bad. There are bad people in every race.
Nigeria, Turkey to America.
There are bad people in every race. No race is bad. None at all.
You're talking to New York. No, not New Jersey, New York.
Italian, whatever. There are bad people in every race.
Yes. Of course, America does nice. I know.
Not all Indians are weird. There's some actually really good Indians. Like I said, not all race is bad. An entire group of people cannot be bad. All Indians are not bad.
Yeah, let's do the white.
You've just never come across a really good Indian.
Alright.
Because believe me, if you did, you would love them. Just like you can come across a black person with a very nasty attitude, or a white person with a very nasty attitude, or an Asian person. You have one bad experience with an Asian, you think all Asians are bad. But guess what? That's not true. One of my husband's best friend is Asian. Actually, he's actually Vietnamese. Really good. So sweet, so down to earth. He will give you the last clothes off his back. He will give you the last off his back. And no, I used to be like that. I used to feel that way at times. Like I used to feel that way sometimes, but it's not an entire race that's bad. You're good people. You're good people. And some people may say us Spanish, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, or or certain ways. But again, my husband had two really good friends, two really good best friends that were Hispanics. Actually, three of them are Hispanics. So sometimes when you hear him crack jokes about Spanish people, Corona and all these things like that, is because he's been around them a lot growing up. You know, she's been around them a lot growing up. So, every race has bad, the good, the ugly. You can't generalize all of them, just like with different tribes and so forth. Tribes are different too. So just be open-minded and just be really cautious. That's all I'll say. Yeah, you think them Hispanic women are fire. Not all of them. Some. Hello, Nasha. Not all of them. Like I said, you're good people in every ways, and you're bad people in every ways.
First flag is to preach. And to remind you that it's me.
Just be very mindful.
Second flag
That's all I can tell you. Be very mindful.
listen up.
Just listen to that voice in your head, and be open to giving people an opportunity to prove themselves. Be open. You might end up liking a race that you thought was terrible. I'm black, and I've met some of the most ugliest blacks ever. When I say ugly, I mean very nasty attitudes. And I've also met some Caucasians with very nice attitudes and also very ugly, nasty attitudes. It depends. Also met some blacks that are so sweet, so welcoming, so down to earth. It really depends. Just just really depends. That's all I can say. I've learned to not judge people by your race, color, or religion affiliation. Even though some religious beliefs are crazy, respect every person's religious beliefs. I don't have to accept it, but I just have to respect it.
I'm sure you have not forgotten your job specification. You will drive a stance right at the car and not in the sitting room. So look at it. Now,
Ugh. I'm gonna fold. Yeah, I folded my kids to wake up in the morning and they'll put them away. But I do have to go to bed early because it's the start of a new week. Gotta wake up for breakfast and stuff. I'm thinking about dinners and all that good stuff, right? Addie requested for Belgian waffles. She asked if I could please make some Belgian waffles for breakfast. But I had to fold these towels and stuff. And some clothes that were washed. Still have some dirty clothes upstairs though. On the weekends, they clean up, not me. Well, I still clean up, but not as much. I let them actually enforce their chores, doing dishes and sweeping and stuff to keep the place tidy up. They did it yesterday and today, and they complained about doing it. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Yes. So sorry. I am sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Don't be reverse now. I'm honestly
Laundry, laundry, laundry. Family of 6 never ends. Laundry. I don't fold it every day though. If I just catch me when I'm always folding it. Still a lot downstairs, but let me take care of this one. Why I can't, so I don't have to yell at the mommy. Mom, we don't have any towels. How am I supposed to dry my hands? How am I supposed to wash my face for school? So this is me right here trying to avoid that by doing this right now. You know, just try to avoid it. If I can avoid it, I will do what I can to avoid it. Ah, gotta stretch. Ah. Ah. I'm getting old, guys. Or maybe it's just all them babies I had. When I sit down for too long, I go to get up, I'm just like, feel scared. Just feel scared. How often do you do your laundry? Some parents, some mamas do laundry every day. I know this towel is all bleached up, right? But hey, it still gets the body dried up. Don't worry, hopefully I will change my towels by the end of the year. I had a schedule where I used to change them every year, and then I would use the old ones as cleaning rags every week, every 1 week. And you see, that's good. I used to change the towels every, I try to get it done every week. I try, but life gets too busy sometimes and I never get to it, and it seems like I'm always doing laundry. And plus, when you have 6 people in the house, you can't get it all done in one day. Some days I try, but when you people see me folding laundry, it has taken me a few days to wash it. Between myself and husband and the kids, sometimes they help to wash. It takes a few days to wash the laundry, dry them, and then I sit down and I start folding. This fire is like 2 or 3 loads. I have so much to do, but I'm not gonna do them tonight. It's only you. Oh, lucky you. Lucky you. Lucky you. Probably very quiet. Add his gymnastic shorts. Gone were those days. Gone were those days. Now it's me plus 4 more. 6. The bright side is that it's an even numbers. It's not an odd numbers. The negative thing about it is that when you go on vacation, the price gets higher. Have I ever lived alone? Oh, Jesus, no. No, I've never lived alone. Um, Can I count when I was in boarding school? I went to boarding school in Africa for 2 years before I came to the States. I don't know if that should count. So I went to boarding school, yeah, a Christian-based boarding school. Um, and when I did, it was I went there with my brother. The two of us went to boarding school for 2 years. If I was still in Africa, I would have been attending boarding school. You know, my parents believed that it was the best. But I gotta tell you, I learned all the bad things in life there. I learned all the bad things in life there. So innocent. I didn't even know what a period was. I didn't know what sex was. I learned all that there. But as a single woman, no. Then I came to the States. I lived with my mom and brother. And then from there, I had a boyfriend. I lived with a boyfriend. And then moved in with my dad after they got my estranged father now. Right? Life is the irony of life. Once a father, now an estranged father. It's strange how things change in life, right? Once an involved father, when divorce hits, the children become weapons. Not to all men, some. Unfortunately, in my case, it was the case of my estranged father. The children get used as weapons against their mothers to the extent of swearing that you make sure they never see happiness. But man is not God, and that didn't happen. Well, it did happen temporarily, but not for long. But I overcame it. I almost committed suicide because of it. But look at me today talking about it. I almost drove my car into the river because of it. That's why he's an estranged father today. Yeah, I almost drove my car over the river. He swore to make sure that my wedding was a nightmare. He swore that no member of his family would show up there. 1 week to my wedding day, my maid of honor backed out, which happened to have been my father's oldest sister's daughter. They all backed out. They swore to frustrate my mom. He used me as a weapon. First they used my brother, but good enough for my father. My brother's conscience can be bought. He has a price tag, but I don't have a price tag. Mine is between the gates of heaven and hell. I don't have a price tag. First, it happened to my brother because he got married before me. Well, he did his wedding before me. So first, he did the same thing to my oldest brother because he went to Africa to do his wedding. And when he came back, he offered him $1,000 and he took it and all was well. But you can't buy my conscience. Definitely not with $1,000. Not with any money. You can't buy my conscience. Not after almost having me commit suicide. Can't buy my conscience. But he quickly forgot about it. But me, I will never forget. I'll never forget how he made me feel. I'll never forget how he made my kids feel. And then you reach out to me after you found out my mother-in-law died to send condolences to me. I read the message and I laughed. I said, so you do know I have a mother-in-law. But yeah, but now he's an estranged father. Almost killed my mother too. I never mentioned that. She almost died because she was so stressed up. Because he did it during my brother's wedding. And then he did it again during my wedding. But during my wedding, it was so hard because it took a really huge toll on me. Mentally, physically, everything. And my mother hated seeing me in so much pain that she's already a hypertensive patient, and she also has high blood pressure, takes medication for it. She uh she almost OD'd on her blood pressure medications because she took extra doses to try to calm herself down. She couldn't breathe. So he almost killed me and he almost killed my mother. And he almost killed my grandmother. I saw how much pains they were in. They called me crying and saying, if I don't get myself together, I'm gonna lose a mother. So I had to get myself together for the sake of my mom, and I had to forget that I ever had a father. I had to close that door in order not to lose my mom and grandmother. But good news is that as much as I want to forget that I have a paternal side of that family, the three people, the three people from that side, from my estranged father's side who came, and they defied all the threats and stuff that he made against anyone showing up there. Three members still showed up, and they'll always have my respect, love, and everything. But right after the wedding, the two stopped communicating with me because he continued to threaten them. But one still speaks to me. I'm still gonna try to reach out to the other two though, because I don't blame them. But we made it. We traveled safely and we got back safely. We went as far as saying that we won't make it there safely and we won't come back safely. What kind of father says such a thing to his own child with I had three kids then, three grandchildren on a flight, all because she wanted to get back at your ex-wife? Something I had nothing to do with. That's it. See, marriage, mm-mm. If you ever get married and you have children with a man, always pray that they don't use the children against you. But I'm happy I didn't commit suicide. I'm happy I never drove my car over the bridge and I came back and he tried reaching out. I swore never to have anything to do with him. I guess he figured he could also buy me off with $1,000, but hey, can't buy my conscience. Definitely cannot buy it. He was able to buy my brothers, but not me. Mm-mm. Can't buy it. Not after what he did. And after what he continued to do afterwards. So yeah, that's why I say a strange father. Said the only time we'll get to meet again will be between the gates of heaven and hell. But what was I even talking about before I got drifted and landed myself on that topic? Today I can talk about it and laugh, right? I can talk about it today and laugh. But back then, I just couldn't understand it. Just couldn't understand it. I couldn't process it. I just could not understand it. I said, of all the children that stood by you, why me? Nothing. Doesn't have anything. Just Guess he just wanted to threaten me. Ah. Oh. Sorry, guys. Gotta. Okay, I'm almost done folding. Ugh. You know, divorces are very nasty. No, go get ready for school. Divorces are very nasty. When you not everyone does this though, but some people, after they get divorced, resentment, hate, anger, some tend to take it out on the children for no reason. You know, child support, all these things. Which, by the way, they never paid any child support on me because I was already a grown up when my parents got divorced. I was over 18 when they got divorced. But it's just the hate and resentment that mom was able to move on with her life. I mean, he should have expected it. She was forced into that marriage to begin with. She was forced into it. It's never a marriage where she walked into it with her two legs. My mother said when she went on vacation, she was 18 years old. Her father sent her on vacation to her aunt's house. Um, yeah, my mother was forced into marriage. There are a lot of women in Africa that were forced into marriages, and she was one of them. She went on vacation with her aunt, and she was 18. And my estranged father at the time worked at the airport. He had a good paying job, and paid some money to my mom's aunt and said, if you let me marry your niece, there's something they call bride price. I'll give it to you. And he gave a chunk of money to her. Took my mother. She was very naive then and said, this is going to be your husband. He's 20 years older than her. My estranged father is 20 to 25 years older than my mother. So she was forced into that marriage. She had 6 children. No, 5 children by him. One adopted. She had 5 children by him. She eventually found freedom when the opportunity came for her to move to the US. Boom! The land of the free, right? She was able to speak out. America has given a lot of women freedom, has liberated them. She was able to find that. She was able to find herself. He said, he stripped me of my childhood, which I never got involved in. My parents' marriage. She just, never get involved. But that's how she ended up in that marriage. So you can see why there was a lot of resentment. A lot of words and things were thrown at each other. And he swore to frustrate every single child that came out of my mother. Beginning with refusing, right? Refusing to provide his tax papers for any of his kids to apply for financial aid to go to college in the US. But again, God not being man, and my mom was making too much money, so we could never get qualified for anything. As I sit here drowning in thousands of dollars in student loan debt because I still went to college, even without him giving me his school papers, his tax papers. I still went, my brother still went. So that's where all that started. But that's not where I wanted nothing to do with him. I just thought, maybe he never wanted us to find out how much money he makes, which I've never really cared to know how much money he makes. But oh, this dress is so pretty. This is Maddie's dress. I've never really cared to know how much he made. The icing on the cake was what he did to me on my wedding day. Good night to you, Nasha. The icing on the cake, thank you for your time, was what he did to me on my wedding day. That was the icing on the cake. You do, but in Africa, it's sort of hard though. It's really hard for a lot of women. There's a lot of women in marriages that they didn't ask to be in it. So many of them. So many. And my mother was always raised to say yes, sir. So she always said yes, sir. She never had a voice. But she always had a voice, but she never knew how to exercise her voice or how to use it. Because her upbringing was you say yes, you say yes. I don't know how much money he makes. I've never asked. But from what my mom said, she makes more money than him. Because when the divorce happened, they had to go through the legal system. I've never asked. I've never even concerned or bothered myself because I could care less about what he has or what he makes. Never really cared about his money or anything to do with his money. I'm not one of those kids who looks at their parents' wealth. I could care less about it. If tomorrow my husband were not able to provide, I would go get a job at Wendy's. I would go, if I couldn't work in my field of HR or management, I would get a job wherever necessary to care for my kids. Yeah, we have rights, but some people just don't know how to exercise their rights. They're so scared, they're so afraid. He promised to send her to school, something her parents could not afford back then. He promised he would send her to school, he would train her, you know, and she decided that, okay, I would try to persevere because my mom always wanted to go to school. And again, God bless America, she became a nurse, a registered nurse. She's an RN, very smart, and also owns a home care business of her own, thanks to the US for giving her that, opportunity. Well, thanks to the US for that. Believe me, when I traveled in 2020, I met a few women in marriages that given the same opportunity my mom was given, they will be out of those marriages in a snap of a finger. They will be out. Marriage is challenging enough as it is. Imagine staying in one that you didn't even ask to be in it, but because your parents pressured and pushed you into it, and you have no other choice but to just stay there. So many of them. So when you see, sometimes you hear people talking about they'll do anything, they'll give anything to go to the US, it's because America gives everyone that freedom to be themselves. You have that freedom to exercise your right. You have that freedom, You're not forced into anything. You don't do anything you don't want to do. So that's one of the great things I can say about the US or the Western world in general. There's some women that do say no, though, in Africa. Some do say no. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Sophia. There's some women that do say no, but the U.S. is blessed in many aspects, many ways. One way that I would always say is the freedom given to a lot of us, especially women. Especially women. But God help us all. Yeah. Yeah, we have to. Wish you could say that to a lot of I don't know, some people are just in it because of situations, conditions, you know. Some women they have a child by a man, the man abandons them, and next thing you know, this family member, this your parents, aunt, uncles would tell them that, hey, go get married to this guy. He's gonna take care of your kid. He's going to be the father of your other child. Or he's from a good background, or he has people living overseas. So you never go hungry. You always have a roof over your head, sort of thing, right? So many scenarios. Oh, the man is doing good. He can care for you. And not necessarily that the woman is in love with him. And some people just do things to please their parents. I've never been one. I remember when I first introduced my husband, my now husband, to my mother. He was white, right? He still is white. She said, hell no. She said, hell no. She wanted me to get married to an African. He said, it's a lot of Africans. Why white? She was afraid. She said, why? I said, because it's my choice. My grandmother too. Oh, doop, 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 doop. They said everything. So then I had to remind my mom about her past, right? I had to remind her. I said, you were forced into marriage. Now you're trying to force me or do the same thing to me. You also want me to go, no, I don't have much fun. I say you also want me to go get married to someone just because you're African, right? Or because you're from the same tribe. And then she had a rethink. She had a rethink. It took a while. When I say a while, for my mom to finally agree and came to the understanding that, okay, okay, it's fine. You can marry him. You might be thinking she's racist. No, she's not racist. She's not racist. Most African parents just want your kids to no, this is a baby towel. This a little baby swaddle blankets, but I use them as throw bags because or to cover him because my son never really liked them. And he's sleeping right here on the couch next to me. He's right here. When I'm ready to go to bed, I'll take him. Where is he? There he is. He's sleeping right there. When I'm done folding, I'll take him upstairs with me. But yes, always married for love. So if things don't go the way it's supposed to go, you have no one to blame but yourself. Nobody to blame but yourself, right? But yes, but she finally came around and now she loves Kevin. Uh, she loves Kevin. And then she realized that love, relationships has no color, no religion, no country. As long as you're happy, it's your choice. That's all that matters. In the end, you have no one to answer to but yourself. So, so my mother does let her kids make their own choices, or partners. She doesn't interfere, doesn't get involved or anything. You want me to be quiet and fold the clothes? I'm almost done folding. You know, it'd be really boring to fold without talking. Social media, man. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. But I'm done folding, guys. Well, almost though. Not fully done. I'm almost done folding. And then I gotta take myself to bed. Because I have to wake up early in the morning to make breakfast for the kids. So, oh, it's okay. It's nothing to be sorry about, Jared. I've shared it so many times on Facebook. I think this is the first time I ever talked about it on YouTube. Nothing to be ashamed about or to be sorry about. I'll say it anywhere, anytime. It's made me who I am now. Stronger. Strong enough to be able to tell this story. Sadly enough, the day I told my story, I got to find out that there are actually a lot of women out there my age that are going through the same things, similar things. Fathers that have been separated from their mothers and have vowed to make sure that they never see happiness or that they frustrate their children as a means of quote unquote payback to what the mothers did to them while the kids were growing up. I'm always like, how does that have anything to do with the children? I had about 3 or 4 people reach out to me to tell me that your fathers did the same thing to them after I told my story. They said your fathers did the same thing. One said he actually showed up at her wedding, but then just sat there like a stranger and didn't want to be there. It's like he was dragged there or something. Another said, another lady reached out to me and said, her ex-husband did the same thing to all her girls when they were ready to get married. Another person also said the father also did the same thing. So there's actually a lot of people out there. You think you're the only one going through it until you share your story and you get to find out that there's a lot more people out there that are going through similar things. As I use my pack and play to put baby stuff in it because my son is constantly throwing up in it. So the pack and play is just here and I just put stuff in there. But oh, more strength to every woman out there. To every girl, I guess I should say. I forgot stuff to phone. Close. It's not much, but I still have a little bit of food, and I'm gonna go to bed. One of these days, I'm gonna go through my son's clothes and get rid of all the 0 to 3 months. Guess it's over 2 months now. 2 months and a week or 2 weeks, I don't know. And soon, the spots are getting small on him. So I need to switch him over to 6 to 9 months. Not 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months to be more comfortable on him. Okay. The boy is bulky. He's very bulky, eats a lot. Very, very bulky. I guess I'm making blueberry waffles small. I wasn't planning on making that, but Addie begged me that I should make blueberry waffles. She said, please. No, not blueberry waffles. She said Belgian waffles. Can you please make Belgian waffles for breakfast? Okay. Yeah, Theo normally sleeps around this time. Usually I sleep around this time. Okay, I'm done. I use this as cleaning rags. But, alright. I will talk to you guys later. It was nice chit chatting with you guys. Thank you guys. I am not a workaholic woman. I'm not a workaholic. I have no choice. It's not gonna get itself done. I have to get it done. There was no towels I needed done. That were folded, I meant to say. I do have to get his stuff and pack his clothes in, though. I can't leave him in there. But let me pick this stuff off the floor and come tell you guys. Bye. Oh. Alright, guys. Yeah, true. I had to go put these things in the bathroom. It's getting cold in here. Gotta let you guys go. Where's Desmond? This is my son's. That's your dad's. Kevin only has this boxer and this pants and this shirt. Let me just sit them on the couch so it's not on the floor. And they'll wake up in the morning and it'll be easier for them to just pick it up. Ugh. See? Just gonna sit it right here. They'll wake up in the morning and they'll just carry him to your rooms, to your closet. When I get them a new closet, dresser, then I'll be able to organize it for them. Okay, I'm done. Take care, everybody. This basket has to come back over here.
Thank you so much. What am I here?
I have to put this basket. I keep this basket over here. Okay. I'm tired. I have to hang dry this clothes because it's still damp. All right. Thank you for your time and for your viewership always. Have yourself a blessed evening, morning. A blessed morning or evening. I gotta go to bed. It's time to put the towels away and go to bed. So I have to be up in 5 hours. So that's after waking up every 2 hours to breastfeed. So take care, everybody. Bye. Thank you all for your time. Bye-bye. Off to my bed I go. I'm saying bye. I'm going to my bed, but I'm going to toss and turn for like 2 hours if I sleep. So I actually get maybe 3 hours of sleep. I'll go sit there like a zombie. Browsing, then sleep finally comes in. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.